All right, guys, we are live and ready to go. So if you are wanting to get on and talk and ask questions or make statements, whatever you like, I'm on right now. I think Tim is going to be joining here in a little bit. I don't know exactly when he's getting on, but that is fine. One second. Okay, so we are on, we're live. If anybody has any questions, that would be awesome. Go ahead and put your questions in Webtalk. And if you look at the title, let's see here. See if you can see the full title of this video. Oh yeah. So I said to ask questions, but my question for the night, to start the night is why are there so many lives in Facebook with classes and people messaging and talking and writing comments and emojis and all that stuff, but I don't see any lives. I see very few lives in Webtalk. And I'm asking this question because in my world, the way I see it is that what's happening is it is very easy to put a live into Facebook. It is very easy to have people comment and join and be part of classes, but it's also doing nothing for your Webtalk. It's doing nothing for the people that are involved in Webtalk. It's doing nothing for the other teachers that are either one doing, lives themselves or doing Zoom classes and you're losing out on the support of other teachers. So what I'm kind of confused about is why there are so many Facebook lives going on. Now, do I understand that there are a lot of people in Facebook, and so therefore you need to do those lives to have people come in? I get that part. What I don't get is why it's not in Webtalk, why that same live isn't going on simultaneously in Webtalk. Because I understand that there are a lot of groups that are starting to let web talkers in and talk about it and showcase what's going on. But when you are predominantly in Facebook, you're just showing people that web talk really isn't that great. And you don't really believe what's going on in web talk is valuable enough to put those lives into it. Now, another thing is, even if you're not, let's say you don't have a YouTube channel, let's say that you don't have all the technology, but you're using Zoom. You should be recording all of your Zoom classes and posting those into Webtalk. So that does mean that you probably should be recording those videos and putting them into a YouTube video, a YouTube channel. So everyone should have a YouTube channel. Will you make money in YouTube? Maybe, and that's fine. If at some point you get enough followers and stuff in YouTube that you're making money, that's great. That's a great idea. That's what you should be doing. We had a conversation with hold on one second. I'm just checking to make sure that everything is working. We had a conversation today with Jack, Peter Jack, and he's saying that people should follow him in YouTube and get that support. I kind of agree with that. I agree with that. That if you're going to follow him, follow his YouTube channel. Great. We've plugged YouTube channels before, but once again, if anybody comments in YouTube, it's not doing anything for him. It's not gaining him any sort of revenue. It's not gaining him any sort of return for the time that he is spending to help people, to interview people, to tutor people, to do things that are kind of the activities that are going on in that YouTube. It's not helping him get any return. It's not helping the people above him get anything, because all points are 100%, whether you're a free member or whether you're a paid member. So what I'm confused about is why there are not more videos of lives or videos of classes. I see 100 videos of food. I see hundreds of video or pictures of this, that, and the other. People aren't using the live. And just like this live, you should be copying it, pasting it, that link, or sharing it to your contacts and getting that out there, because it generates revenue. And we've been trying to explain to people over and over again the value of the live event, because the live event is what? It is doing what nobody else is doing in Webtalk. There's a few people that are doing lives, few people that are showing that they are taking it seriously and that they actually want to build their base and build the interaction and create their persona on this platform. And those are the people that are going to do very well when the app comes out. They're going to do very well when people are downloading the app and joining Webtalk, because those are the videos that are going to be seen. Those are content. That's creating content. And some people just are not creating content, and that's what I just don't understand. I don't understand why I see hour-long, 2-hour, 3-hour, 4-hour conversations going on in Facebook and not seeing that in Webtalk. And maybe I'm missing it, maybe I'm not seeing it, but I feel like you sit on Facebook for 3 hours, and then people are going to complain that they're not getting enough points. People are going to complain that they're not making any money. I need to post more videos, more lives, as I do more and more things with people outside of Webtalk and outside of IEG, explaining and stuff like that, just to kind of prove the point that everything that's going on should be in Webtalk, so that so that there is that video proof that is going on. So that is kind of my question. Why are people not posting? And if it's a OBS, I don't know how to use OBS. If it's I don't have a YouTube channel, if it's any of this, then fix it. Ask somebody. People are helping you. Nice, Chris. Nice. Martin, I see that you're listening. If you want to jump on and talk for a little bit. I know it's late for you. I know you probably a little bit later for you. So if you want to jump on, jump on. I think this is in here. Let's see. Yeah, the link is in there. So if you decide to jump on, that'd be awesome. Chris, I like your post. Stop the spin and join IEG Travel for free program. That is a nice little plug for IEG Travel. I'll tell you this much. Chris has been in here for weeks, and he's already doing live. And see, the thing is you don't have to do hours and hours of a live event. You don't. It's not what I'm not asking for that. What I'm saying is what he is doing is people are going to start checking. People are going to start coming in and looking for what's going on. And RJ has said it, that he's going to start at some point. There's going to be a new update, and it's the trending. So who's trending in Webtalk? Well, if you're not posting valuable information and nobody's watching it, nobody's connecting to you and interacting with you, then that's not going to happen. Now, what I would love for us to see, and I would love for all of Webtalk to see it, is trending all the teachers, all their classes, recorded, lives, YouTube recordings, all that. Just a list of teachers trending. But you got to do that. We give you the suggestions. We give you the help. We tell you how to do it. Some people listen, some people don't. Some people think it's too hard. I'll say it again. If you think it's too hard to put a video or a live video into Webtalk, but you're doing stuff in Facebook, then you're just being lazy, making excuses. If you think it's too hard, keep grading all those papers. Keep taking 40 students in your classroom. Keep lesson planning all day long, all night long. Because this is what I want people to understand, is that this is giving teachers the opportunity to be successful and not be killing themselves after school, before school, lunchtime, breaks every single day. Because I don't care where you're at in the world, teachers are doing the same thing. And they're not getting paid very well for it, and they're not getting respected for it. And we're giving you a roadmap of what to do to be successful. We had a chat with Manuel, and it was great. He said, I've been watching videos. I've been trying to figure it out. And you know what? In his work, trying to figure it out, he understands how valuable it is. I guarantee it. I guarantee it. He's going to start creating his base. He's going to start talking to people, and he's going to listen, and he's going to start doing lives real soon. Or at least posting videos, and I'm sure he's already posting videos. But once he realizes that he can do live, I wouldn't be surprised if he does. Another question that I have is, why aren't there more businesses being brought in? Why aren't there more people looking around their communities and seeing who they can bring to the table? Will every single person join Webtalk? Nope. Do you know how many people I've talked to for hours explaining Webtalk? And them saying, yeah, that sounds good. And then walking away from it and saying, nah, I'm not going to do that. People that could have their stuff promoted to 65 countries saying no. Okay, it's fine. I'm not concerned about that. That does not concern me at all. Because people are going to make choices. But if you've made the choice to be a teacher and you can't come to us and you say, you know, I want to be supported. I want this, that, and the other, do your part. Because people are interacting with teachers and teachers are being too lazy. And the thing is that kind of bothers me is these teachers are already kind of saying, oh, well, all this support, I'm making whatever I make and all this support, I don't need to do anything more. Okay. Well, that just shows what you feel about it. And I think it's kind of disrespectful to not take advantage of what this platform has to offer. And I think that every teacher should be building up their live inside of this, or recording every Zoom meeting that you have and putting it in here. If you don't know how to do that, then you need to start asking. These are the times to get on and say, hey, how do I start doing these lives? I mean, the information is out there, but it's up to you to do it. So we can only give you so much, but you as a teacher need to do more. Or don't be upset when you're not getting the revenue or the people that you want. Now, I know that there are going to be teachers that are going to say, well, I only have one person in my class. Cool. If you're recording it, if you're living it, people are going to start seeing that. And think about how special that is for a student to get one-on-one with a teacher for 30 minutes, 40 minutes, and not have to pay anything. Now, the problem is that one student can't support a teacher by themselves, but that student can copy your link and paste your video. Other people from IEG can interact with your video, but they can't do that when you do Zooms and never post it in Webtalk. They can't do that if they're over commenting in Facebook for 3 hours and you're not doing anything. So that's the problem. That's the problem right now, is we said we have a month to figure it out. We actually showed you a way to do it all for free. I didn't figure out that way. Someone else did. So someone else figured out for you to find a way to get live videos into Webtalk for free to help better better your interaction, increase your points, increase your value, get the trending going on, get the base going on, get your name out there. I mean, we have 40 some teachers, and I don't see maybe 3 or 4 that are actually doing the lives. But if you want to be disrespectful to the whole system and not do anything, then don't complain. Don't complain that nobody's following you. Don't complain that, you know, or if you're happy with what you're getting right now, then once again, you should be respectful enough to the people above you, the people that are, you know, brought you in, that told you about this, to do something about it. So you need to get it together. The app is coming out before the end of the month. That's what RJ said. If it does, great. If it doesn't, you know, there's always next month. But the way I look at it is, I wish that everybody was on the level of live videos right now. Why? Because when an app comes out, everybody is going to be seeing your videos. Everybody's going to have it in their hand now. All of you that went back to work, all of you that went back to school will be able to reach people instantly because it's on an app. But you want to wait until the app comes out to start doing videos? You want to wait until, you know, Webtalk Lives come out? That's too late. And will it be too late? Probably not. People are going to be joining. People are going to be joining a lot. So it'll be fine for you at some time. But it's disrespectful, I think. And maybe I'm wrong, but I think it's slightly disrespectful when people who are working hard to make you have an income that will support you instead of going to school every day don't want to listen and don't want to do the things that we're asking you to do. We're not asking you to jump through hoops. We're just telling you how to increase the value of yourself in Webtalk. I don't understand that. I don't understand why I'm seeing all kinds of videos in Facebook, but none of those videos are in Webtalk. I don't get that. Tim, how you doing? I'm guessing Tim is probably connecting some stuff right now and making some
yeah, doing good, man. Just creating the Webtalk Live right now from the YouTube naked link in Zoom. You know, going to create the Webtalk Live on my post. Martin already created, you know, as you know, their own writing, and yeah, it was wonderful. And again, Teacher Andy, you know, last night, my time, your morning time, do you see who came in to the Zoom? And what was the purpose? And, you know, Super Z, she knew what she was going to do once she got new web talkers. She was going to bring them to you in a Webtalk Live. And, you know, did Tutor Jack write any questions in the Webtalk Live before going live? No. He has a lot to learn about what IEG truly is. A lot.
Right.
So I have to stop web talkers because they don't understand what we're showing. Communication in Zoom based on interaction in web talk, everyone. It's called comments and emojis and questions in web talk with the Web Talk Live. Exactly what Teacher Andy's talking about. We need more Web Talk Lives. Why aren't they? And why aren't there any other Web Talk Lives other than 2 or 3 others doing it and doing it consistently? I don't get it either.
But you see, I've watched in the past couple of days, I've watched hours worth of Facebook stuff going on. And I see comment. And what are you getting out of that? Good feelings that a lot of people show up? Well, if you would stop putting all that stuff in Facebook and say, you have to join Webtalk to see this, people would do it. But everyone's going to keep being lazy and staying in Facebook. You're wasting a lot of time. You're wasting a lot of revenue. You're wasting a lot of support for this thing in this site that you keep telling everybody is so great, but you're not supporting it. Do I understand that people are going to paste things or post things in Facebook? Duh, I do. No one ever said stop. No one ever said you can't have Instagram, you can't have Facebook, you can't have any of that. No one ever said that. Hold on a second.
And, you know, right now, Webtalk Live on my Magic News feed and Technology Talk Thursday presents Webtalk Live. Write your questions. Where? Where do you write them? In the chat of Zoom? No, that doesn't build any points for you, for other web talkers. And, you know, last night, my time and Teacher Andy's morning, it's very important for everybody to understand. Why did Teacher Tim admit these individuals in when they didn't write questions? Because the first one was Spider-Man Rizzo. He didn't write any question. He just wrote, "Good morning, everyone," in the Web Talk Live of, you know, of that broadcast. And we brought him in. He's unmuting his microphone. There's music going on. Hey, man, this is like a radio broadcast. You think this is some type of game? And I'm talking to the Web Talk audience, to Facebook audience, to YouTube audience, and he's got the music going on. He's unmuting his microphone. I'm trying to show people what actually the Web Talk Live is, and there's the post, and write your questions. And
well, and then when we are talking and doing stuff, and people just unmute their microphone and jump in and want to say things, that's not how we do it.
No.
This isn't chat time. This isn't fun time. And if you think it's fun time for me, it's not. Do you think, and I'm being very serious, do you think it's fun for me to have to explain Web Talk every day? Is it a joyful time for me to do that? It isn't. It's kind of monotonous. It goes over and over and over again. But you know why I do it? Because I'm trying to help everybody else. Do you think that me having to go to explain to different groups in Web Talk how to do Web Talk is helping me in really any fashion? No, it's not. What it is doing is getting my name out there and getting IEG's name out there so that there's more support for the teachers. When I go and talk to other groups, I don't say, hey, comment on my posts. Oh, hey, I need someone to support me. I don't need you to support me. I need you to go start commenting on all those teachers. I need you to go comment and be part of those companies that are coming in. I need you to interact with them. This is professional. If you want to play games and do silly stuff, then do silly stuff somewhere else. This is professional. This is a business, and if you don't look at it as a business, this isn't, oh, let's just joke around all day. Every time that I get on, I'm expecting someone to get on and ask questions that I have to explain about Web Talk. I expect that. Why? Because I want to explain it correctly. I want someone to hear it and understand and say, that makes sense. Why? Because someone like Super Z brought 2 people in today. And I'm okay explaining it 1 to 1 to 1. But if I'm explaining something and it's too low for you, then go make your own live. Get out of our live, go into another live, and start generating higher level stuff. We've given you the opportunity. We've shown you how to do it. We've given you all the free ways to do it. We've shown you exactly how to do this. And when I say it's, I don't like it, I don't like having to explain Webtalk every day, I'm not saying I don't like it in that I don't want to do it. I just wish I could do more of my own stuff. But that's okay. I'm okay having Super Z bring in 2 people and explaining it to them. That's fine with me. Because I want people to do this, and I want people to excel at this. I want people to be, to build those platforms that they have. I mean, let's just say that Super Z brought in someone that now will bring in thousands of people to listen to her vlogs in Webtalk. What's that going to do for me? I don't know. I don't even know where Z is at in the 5 levels. But you know what it's going to do for me? It's going to make me really happy that Z is now getting all kinds of revenue because she's been here working her butt off. And when people are interrupting that to ask questions, to say things, to put in their opinion, it's disrespectful. It's disrespectful that you're not doing lives. It's disrespectful that you're coming in and if you think you know everything about Webtalk, great. Get out of the live, go start your own one and start generating revenue for yourself. I try to be nice, and I try to talk to people, and I try to, work through whatever issues they may have, because everybody has different things that they want to talk about. But what I'm getting irritated with is that people are interrupting, people are being disrespectful to the professionalism. I think it was Osama Bahri said, this is the most organized organization within an unorganized organization. I'm not going to let that change just because there's more people. I'm not going to let that change. And you know what? It is my fault in that live this morning. I let too many people in because I think that the people that I'm letting in know the rules and will be respectful enough to not say a word.
And I will also add this, that, and look at Teacher Andy, everyone, taking responsibility for allowing the people into that Webtalk Live, my evening, his morning. And I want to say that I added 80% of them in, and there were reasons why. So everyone, do you hear Teacher Andy taking responsibility for what? Because there were many people and there were some interruptions. These are your learning issues, Webtalk world. We're allowing you to learn what a professional, secure environment is to get to know people. That's it. I invite him in for a reason. Mr. Manny, many weeks communicating inside the news feeds, he wants to join and meet Teacher Andy. Why? Does he understand that Teacher Andy was born in Colombia? He would find out. And look at how Mr. Manny, IEG Columbia, explained Webtalk and how excited he was once he was invited by Teacher Tim from a Facebook broadcast that was in Zoom, YouTube, Webtalk Live. He's been listening. And right before he came on, because he was number one to come and talk. And then there was a reason why I added the police officer from Thailand, Officer Shuin, is because
he already knows what to do.
Exactly. Did you see how beautiful he was listening with that serious police officer look? And that was it. It was beautiful. And to thank him in his news feed for being there and showing Thailand. This is your learning environment. Do you know he was listening to you explain the contacts, the professional, the personal? He was there. So there was that bonus. And then what happens? Next up is Super Z. In the Webtalk Live, Teacher Tim, can you please admit these two people? I see them in the waiting room. I don't know who they are. So she tags in the Webtalk Live 2 names.
Mm-hmm.
I go check like I talked in the Webtalk, boop, 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 and they wait patiently. What did they do? They listened for 30 minutes. Nadia and Irish. Inside the secure Zoom, they were listening to you. So it was a systematic adding of people that have asked questions to want to be there when they could. This wasn't scheduled like everybody loves to do. Even Teacher Barry, I'm going to throw this out at him. He wants some scheduled glory. Well, where is your scheduled Webtalk Live? We are such a high level organized and the opposite unorganized group of human beings using Webtalk. And humanity doesn't understand the unorganized side to it. That's called true project-based, everyone. It's as simple as that. What did Spider-Man Rizza, the first broadcast, he actually did have a question. What was he asking? Hey, Teacher Tim, is AJ Hoag's Webtalk account real or is it fake? Well, first of all, Spider-Man Rizza, you didn't write that question in the comments, so you didn't look at the title of the Webtalk Live. And first of all, I said, yes, no, who cares? Teacher Tim already challenged this AJ Hoag web talker to come in to the IEG Secure Zoom already in the newsfeed, not in the talk mail. Oh, I'm so excited. AJ Hoag's here. I'm going to go talk mail him. He's going to get challenged by the true project-based teacher. Because let me tell you something about your homeschooling agenda, initiative there, AJ Hoag. It's this level. And YouTube is here. So to everybody saying, hey, subscribe to my YouTube channel, man. Come on, man. Get me some revenue, man. You don't understand what Webtalk is at all. Because Webtalk is a bonus, a support mechanism for your YouTube. So Spider-Man Rizza asked the question, I don't care. We will meet every web talker and we will create Webtalk Verify without Webtalk Verify even being here today. It's already here. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. So it was a systematic approach.
This is something that I have been trying to make very clear to people, that where we're at with this group, when everybody else gets the app, all the pro users that get the app, they're going to be at the level we're at right now. When the app comes out, we're going to be this much higher than all of them. Why? Because I'll tell you this right now, I'm already setting stuff up for it. The second it comes, all that stuff's in there. Because I don't want to be at, oh, I'm going to wait for the app and then I'll figure out the app. We've already figured out the app and it hasn't even shown up because I've seen it. So in my head, I'm already starting to figure out what I need to do so that when that app comes out, all I got to do is start putting some stuff in. Now, am I Mr. Genius technology-wise? No. That's why I'm going to have the technology people in a live telling me what to do because I already know what I want to happen. Does that make sense? Because if I have questions technologically, I know who to ask. Because I will tell them, this is what I want to do. Why can't I do this? And then we're going to show, because people are going to see that process, just like they saw the process on how to create a live, they're going to watch that. And I might struggle through it. I'm okay with that. Because I don't want to be here when the app comes. I want to be here when the app comes, so that I can make suggestions, so that we can figure it out, so that we can be top of the line. You know, we have Andy did the little banner, and he says that he can only do it with Photoshop. We got to figure out that we got to figure that out, so that it's not, so we don't have to have a program to do that, that we can just do it. I don't know how to do that. You know, Ashley showed me a stamp on one of her pictures in a group. We need to figure that out so we can stamp right on everybody's profile. You know, we need to figure out how we can get GIFs into Webtalk and make them run. I don't think we can do that right now, but you know what? We already have the logo that's going to do it. It's already set up. Why? Because I started talking to someone a long time ago that said, hey, here's a logo. And I said, I want it to be moving. I want it to be at that level. So when that level comes, we're not trying to figure it out. If you think that I'm here to just play around in Webtalk, this isn't play around. This is a business. We need to be professional so that when someone new comes in and is asking questions, there's not people turning on their mics and acting silly. I don't know why that's changed. That's never been like, hey, just come in all willy-nilly and do whatever you want. That is not how these go. The companies, and Tim, you know, I've said I wanted to talk more about this, and I don't want to talk about it a lot because I don't want to, for lack of better words, I don't want to jinx it. But the agriculture company that Quaylon brought, if this company truly does what they just said that they want to do, and you know, they before I got done explaining Webtalk already said, what do we have to do? You know, they said, look, we are not a company that deals with individuals. We don't do it like that. I mean, they do it with like major universities, major school systems, everything. And they are massive. And I said, look, they're kind of the same way. They don't really care about the money. They're already making their money. They're like, why do we need this? We don't need this. I said, you're exactly right. You guys are just fine. But your 20 to 30 colleges in Africa, they aren't all fine. They need this. And I said, look, I know how much you're wanting to charge for your book, which is fine. You should charge for things because everyone needs to make money. I said, but at some point, the revenue that you will bring in if you join this, you will be able to help your world even more by just handing them the book, because you won't need that money anymore. And, you know, these are the kind of groups that are coming in. And I don't need to be on a live with people asking silly questions or playing music or just interrupting when someone is trying to explain something to them, or they're trying to explain something to us. What this could do for IEG is incredible, because let's just face it, there are countries right now that are involved in IEG that probably don't have a ton of money. And to think that you can just grow produce in your house with mere minimal things that they're talking about, it kind of blows my mind. And what's really cool about it is it's a 10-week program. So it's like a 10-week class. Like, it's legit. They have a book to go with it. They have classes. They teach you exactly how to do stuff. And then it's not just growing it. Then they start talking about art. They talk about food service. They talk about learning how to sell things. I mean, they showed a I think it was from Microsoft, a, a, a buffet of all the vegetables that people had grown, and people were eating them at an open buffet. They were showing their product as this. I mean, it was incredible. They don't need IEG. They don't need it. They're established. They're a massive country. They have stuff all over the world right now. But they want to help the world. And we have 65 countries that can use some help.
Yes.
This is how serious it is. This is where we're going. And you know what? Once again, I don't even know if it's going to help me revenue-wise. I don't know where they're going. I don't know where in the 5 levels, 10 levels, 20 levels that IEG is at, where this is going to be. I have no idea about that. I really don't. I keep asking Tim, well, because Tim knows it where everybody's at. And I'm asking, like, okay, where is this person? Where is this person? Just so that I can see, like, what kind of connections we have. But somebody, some teacher, and I mean probably more like, I'm hoping like maybe like 10 to 15 teachers are going to be directly related to that. And when that starts working, if it does, maybe it will, maybe it won't. But if it does, we're reaching goals. We're reaching big goals. And those big goals are to help teachers. But if you guys don't see that, and if you don't care about that, and you want to keep doing stuff in Facebook and wherever, so that you feel good about yourself, that's up to you. But don't be upset when other teachers are doing well, because they're listening and they're doing what we are suggesting and showing them to do to make the most value out of their time. Because I don't get on here 4 hours straight in the middle of the night because I don't have anything better to do. It's because I'm trying to develop something, trying to help the world. So yeah, I mean, this is pretty impressive what Quaylon's bringing. And he also has his own nonprofit organization. That's a whole nother thing that I want to do a live with and get him to talk about that, because it's
Beautiful.
I mean, it's 65 countries are going to know that this is something that is it's an issue that every country deals with, every single one of them. So
yes,
I mean, it's just one thing after another.
Yes. And that company that is based in Africa and then global.
No, it's here in the States.
It's States, and they're
globally
in university globally. And how beautiful is that? Because RJ had shared, let's go beyond what all of you are doing teaching. Let's talk about the environment. Let's talk about and how beautifully this fits in. And right now I just want to share that, as you know, Teacher Andy, and to the Webtalk world, Mr. Webtalk, Teacher Erdy is now a pro user, everyone. And what did he do? His second Spotlight post, he took this naked YouTube live link and Spotlight posted the Webtalk live, talking about Teacher Andy going live. It's just, that's the power of the Spotlight post, that he understands. We are here to help all of Webtalk world. And Teacher Andy talks about he's not sure whether or not Super Z's, individuals and Quaylon's individuals that are going to, expand Webtalk, if he's going to make the revenue from that in 5 levels, and Teacher Andy knows that he's going to make the revenue. And let me share with everyone why Webtalk is going to grow. And when it grows, more revenue goes into Webtalk and then is shared with its users. What does that mean? Well, Teacher Andy has his base. And every Webtalker that he's invited, indirectly or directly, for him, he's always shared that will be 1,000. So his almost 5,000 is going to be times 1,000. And there is his revenue based on his giving every 24 hours the past 3, 4, 5 years. Because this goes way beyond Webtalk, way before Webtalk, everyone. So he's going to make unlimited revenue based on setting up Super Z, setting up Quaylon, and supporting them. And I want to be very clear to everyone, because Quaylon was introduced to Webtalk. How? Indirectly by Teacher Andy on the streets with a marathon. Directly saying, yes, permission, do your spoken word. We have 65 plus countries that will listen to you live right now. In what? He didn't say possibly Webtalk. I wasn't there. Actually, I was sleeping at the time when it was live. And I need everybody to understand that Quaylon was invited by someone from IEG, which we need to show the highest respect here. And I'm gonna connect a story. Because 2 hours ago, in Messenger, we have a new IEG teacher that wants to teach and learn inside Webtalk, to work for Webtalk and IEG, to be a teacher. I see that this individual, her name is Sana, and I've seen this name before, everyone. And it seems like it could be from Morocco. So I go into Webtalk and I check and I share, I copy the links. Is this you, Sana? In Messenger. She's like, no, Teacher Tim, that's not me. Are you in Webtalk? Because it looks like you're in Morocco. Yes, I'm not in Webtalk. Well, who told you about Webtalk before I give you my invitation? No one did. I thought Super Z did because it was Morocco and I saw this name before. If you go into Webtalk, there is someone by the name of Sana already from Morocco. This was not her. You guys got to be aware that Webtalk is being shared by over 500,000 active people. If you just want to give out your invitation just because someone communicates with you, prepare yourself for something that's going to hit you, whatever you want to call it. It's going to be called karma. If someone's talking about Webtalk, then you need to ask those people, who shared Webtalk to you? Who was talking to you? How did you hear about it first? Well, Teacher Sana in a Facebook Live, she doesn't know from what big group she heard Teacher Tim talking. All right, sign up. She's in Webtalk. Teacher Tim's invitation. Clear. I'm also talking to Mr. Webtalk as well. Because there are many that Mr. Webtalk has signed up that many, many months ago, they already had Webtalk accounts. You need to be clear with anybody that comes to you that this has not been just today where Teacher Tim and Teacher Andy are talking about Webtalk directly. Let's invite. You know how many people Coach Nalutza could have had in her first level? And do you know what Quaylon is going to do for Coach Nalutza and maybe not Teacher Tim and Teacher Andy because it's her 5 levels? Oh, yeah. See, that's the bigger picture. It's going to fit right into Coach Nalutza's true compassionate ways. We're talking revenue sharing directly with 5 levels. Not for Teacher Tim, not for Teacher Andy. It will be for the true love of Coach Nalutza. And if anybody out there has a doubt about who she is and how she fits into the puzzle of RJ's bigger picture of humanity and environments, then go back to sleep. Go promote your YouTube channel somewhere.
And that's exactly why I don't mind helping Quaylon all the way, because I know who he's going to help. People that have been here for a long time. So I don't, I will say along those lines, I think that when someone comes to you to talk about Webtalk, you should have the respect to say, has anybody else talked to you? Have you heard anybody else talking about Webtalk? Now, did I put a thing out that said, hey, get in touch with, if you can get in touch with Quaylon and get him to sign up, that would be awesome? Yes, I did. I said that. But I still think that it would be respectful to say, well, the first person that you talked to was Andy, so therefore get his link and then I'll help you. I didn't say to do that, so don't feel badly if you're the person that signed him up. Okay, don't feel badly about that. But what I would say to other people that are, and we can say this again, that are going into other people's posts and posting their sign up link. It's disrespectful, it's rude, it's not how you do it. If someone is talking to you about Webtalk and saying that they've heard about it. I've heard about Webtalk, it's crazy. And they start talking to you. The first question should be, who told you about Webtalk? Why? Because it's respectful to anybody else who has spent the time talking to someone. I've talked to people for a year straight about Webtalk. And if someone would have come in and been like, hey, Webtalk, and they go, oh, okay, I'll just sign up. And they never said, hey, have you talked to anybody about it? Oh yeah, I've heard Andy say a bunch of stuff about it, but I haven't really done anything with it until now. Let me go find his link and I'll talk to you about it, but I'm going to give you his link. You know how many times I've given a link out? I give links out all the time, not mine. Why? Because one, I talk to people and I ask them, who have you talked to? Egypt. I had a bunch of people from Egypt. For some reason, all of a sudden, it was like a week long of people, multiple people, just messenger from Egypt. And I'm like, who are you guys? What are you in Webtalk? No, we're not in Webtalk. Who told you about Webtalk? Well, I was talking to this person. Cool. I look up on Webtalk, click on their link, I hand them their link, ask me any question you want. I don't even know who these people are that I'm hooking them up with. But they said a name. I looked it up. The name was on Webtalk. So obviously they had talked to them somewhere and somehow they saw like maybe a video or something with us in it. I don't know, but they started messaging me and wanting to sign up. I'm not going to take those. That's karma.
Yes.
I mean, that's a karma. So I'm not going to do that. I'm going to ask people every single time that somebody comes to me about Webtalk that isn't like a personal friend of mine or someone that I've been talking to that I know I'm the one that did it or whatever, because there's times where we get stuff where people say, oh, I saw a video of you and Tim and I want to join Webtalk. Oh, okay, great. Well, what group were you in? Who are you talking to that got you that video? Oh, well, blah, blah, blah. Said, oh, okay, cool. Here's their link. Sign up under them. And those people probably don't even know that I did that. I'm not going to tell them. It's not worth my time going in, oh, hey, guess what I did? That doesn't matter to me.
Right.
If you're part of IEG, then I'm trying to help you out. If you're not part of IEG, I'm still trying to help you out.
Yeah.
Come on, guys.
And
This is too big and too powerful and just too what's the word? Like, you don't want to mess this up.
Yeah.
You really don't. And I'm not going to let people mess it up for me. I can just tell you that right now. And I know Tim feels the same way. And are we being mean? Are we being rude? No. I'll tell you straight up. Everybody that comes in, hey, if you want to do it whatever way you want to do it, because there are some teachers that are just doing whatever they feel like doing. And congratulations, do what you got to do. I mean, Kurdistan has created like their own, their own group name, all this. Perfect. You do that. I love it. Be a different group within the IEG group. I mean, come on, we that's not a problem at all. You don't have to claim, oh, I'm IEG. No, make your own little academy or whatever in Webtalk. Cool. But I'll still help you because you're still part of what we're doing. Because that group in Kurdistan, if I can help them, guess who else I'm helping? Arsh.
Yes.
Dawn. I don't even know who else. Dastan, I think. I don't know all these people, but I know that they're connected somehow. So I'm there to help them. They want to have me come into a Zoom and talk to them. Cool. I'll go into that Zoom. You want me to give you some suggestions? I'll give you suggestions. You want me to help you get more people underneath you? Cool. You found somebody that you don't want to explain it to. I don't know why you can't, but that's cool. I'll do it. I'm okay with that. But see, all of this goes back to the why aren't you doing your part, teachers? Well, I'm too nervous to have it on live. Okay, well, guess what? Go watch my videos in the beginning and how nervous I was. You just got to put yourself out there and you got to do it. And we're not telling you to do this because we want something out of it. We're telling you to do this because it's going to help you. There's teachers in the IEG network that 65 countries don't know about. Oh, I can guarantee that. There's a teacher out there doing something right now that all 65 countries don't know about. Why? Because you haven't done a live, you haven't done an interview, you haven't come into a live Zoom and talked to us or wrote a message. And I mean, I tell people all the time, if you want to be part of it, do a post, tag me, tag Tim, tag Toto. I mean, there's plenty of other people you could tag. And I tell people, I'm sorry, I probably won't see all of your posts and I might miss that tag, but I know Tim won't and I know Toto won't. Because I think that if you're going to, do something, then yeah, we should support you. I don't know. I'm just a little grumpy right now because it doesn't make sense to me that I had to watch, while I'm driving to work, a presentation of a live in Facebook because I can't find any lives in Webtalk to watch. That's irritating to me. And if you say, oh, well, you guys are always live in Facebook, yeah, for a reason, to get people to come to Webtalk to support you. And if that's your reason, if that's why you're in Facebook because you think it's pulling people into Webtalk, then good. I mean, then to me that's a valid reason. But the other part of it that I don't think is valid is why isn't there that same video going on in Webtalk at the same time? That's the part that I don't understand. Why is it that you're in Facebook and you're not telling people to go to Webtalk to make all their little comments about what's being discussed in Facebook? That's the part that I don't understand. It's the messenger groups where every day I see notification of people having conversations in Messenger still. Why is that? Do I look at it and it'll say like, oh, we're having class at blah, 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 or, I'm having class, follow, hit my link. Yeah. I mean, it seems like a good way to interact and do that. But then it's all the other stuff, all the conversations. Why? It's a waste of time. And why aren't those same posts about join my class in Webtalk? Because if you might not know it, guys, but I scroll through and trust me, I'm not the biggest fan of social media. Like I get involved in stuff, but I'm not like I don't have a lot of time to just waste scrolling through stuff. I'm looking for someone to have a class, and you know what? The Kurdistan people, they're posting stuff, and I went to their class. They're posting Zoom class this time. I looked at it. Oh shoot, class is halfway done, but I'm got some time. Click. And today, I was looking for that in Webtalk, didn't find it, but saw something that was going on in Facebook and listened to it for a while. Great conversation, great questions, people interacting. But all their interaction was on Facebook. Why? There should be no comments in Facebook. The video should be going. I agree with that. But why is it? Because you're too lazy to go back and forth. That's what it is. That's all it is. Because what am I doing right now? See my eyes turn away? Am I looking at a magazine? No, I'm refreshing just to see if someone commented. It's not that hard to do. It's one button and it refreshes and then it comes back up. And then you go and look and see if anybody else has commented. And if they want to come in and talk to us, I would love for someone to come in and talk to us.
Yes.
Terry's listening, I'm pretty sure.
She is. Created her own as well. And Martin is right there. And she's over there in Martin's Webtalk Live. And, just imagine everyone having thousands of individuals just like that. You got to meet each other in Zoom. Now you're in Webtalk, giving the emojis and comments because it's a real type of relationship. And I had IEG Sudan in Messenger this morning. He's an active Webtalker, hey, Teacher Tim, I got more and more followers in Webtalk, and what's the problem? I create a Webtalk post and all my followers aren't giving me emojis and comments. I'm not even going to answer that in Messenger. I'm going to wait for IEG Sudan to see a Webtalk Live. And when he comments there instead of stinking Messenger about that beautiful question, why? Is because Webtalk world, you really think by tagging 100 people or because you have 200 followers in Webtalk, they're all going to give you an emoji. They're all going to see their magic newsfeed. The magic newsfeed is so full of silliness, of the constant sharing that you guys don't even know what's professional and personal and what should be public. Mr. Webtalk knows what a spotlight post should be. It's this. It's this right here. He just did a spotlight post again. I have to repeat myself on this Webtalk Live. Not, hey, good morning, Webtalkers. And Coach Lutz is going to shake her head. Yeah, that's me. I say good evening, good morning, and spotlight. But I'm not talking to the Coach Lutzes. Because you know what Coach Lutz does? Do I really have to say? Jesus. Oh, why? Oh, yeah, I'm going to be on Facebook. Hey, guys, why are you in Facebook? Oh, wait a minute. How many hours a day are Webtalk Lives going? And if you do say anything about Teacher Tim in Facebook, then you're going to understand there's zero wasted time. And I don't care about your responses anyway, because you're just quacking your mouth. You don't understand what engagement is, the Webtalk currency. And the training going on.
Which is really weird to me that people haven't figured that out.
Yeah.
Is it because it's not very much right now? Like the revenue isn't good enough for them right now because of how good it is in Facebook? Because, because I don't think it's very good in Facebook either. I sure haven't made a whole lot of money in Facebook.
Yeah. And then the beautiful story that is going to be the broken record, if we take care of countries that have salaries of a certain amount every month, already done, success, ding, ding, teacher Arsh, ding, ding, IEG Vietnam, ding, ding, then all of a sudden, can you think bigger picture for some of the bigger countries that have a cost of living that's so stupid? Do you even understand your value of your currency and why it's propped up? Do you understand why it's propped up there, America, Australia, England? You don't live in a different world. Success done. To the countries already, salaries, listen to Teacher Andy talk. They've made their salary for the month through Webtalk. And key words, free users. Forget about the bonus of the million. As Teacher Andy keeps repeating, and look at Mr. Manny, IEG Columbia, he's got the clear picture because he's been listening. He's been preparing himself, trying to get into the Webtalk Lives. He finally got into one. He shared, he listened. We removed him so he could get the audio together, came back in, set it up. Teacher Andy said, we're going to get with you, Mr. Manny. We're going to talk to Mr. Webtalk. Mr. Webtalk shares from his heart for 25 minutes, not 2 minutes. We'll get with you in a minute, Mr. Manny. 25 minutes with Mr. Webtalk. Why? Because Mr. Webtalk understands his platform. And we want all of you to understand that if you truly understood zero money needed to learn a language, and then you calculate every hour that you are actually in the Zooms, giving your emojis in Webtalk and saving the money from your country without putting it to, can you not calculate the money you're saving? And then the pro package is $200 for the year, and you can't support your platform with $200. And where is everybody talking about $200? Oh, I gotta upgrade. Oh my God, that's horrible. Well, then go quack your mouth to YouTube. Because they ask every single day when Teacher Tim enters that free platform, hey, upgrade, skip all the commercials, upgrade here. And I just laugh. They're going to keep all the money, and then they're going to give a little bit to the YouTubers. Once we get 1 million subscribers and watch hours every single year, they have to have this amount, and you can become an affiliate even further and market yourself. Do you understand the rabbit hole of YouTube there, Webtalk? It's the same thing, except if you listen to Teacher Andy, there's a super mom, a vlogger comes in, she gets one emoji, one comment, one share, already happened by Teacher Tim with her YouTube channel, Irish. Boom, she's collecting points. Those points are redeemed as rewards called your fiat currency. More than Facebook gave you, much more than YouTube gave you in your beginning times. But you're not going to quack your mouth on that. You're not going to quack your mouth on that. You're going to be like, oh, Webtalk, oh, $200 for a year upgrade. Oh, man, no, I don't have. Well, then you better create 200. A retiree, something called as disabled, Mr. Webtalk, out of a pension with his first spotlight post, he shared his facts. He shared the idea. He shared his learning issues of interviewing the world. He will get better through his weaknesses here that are empowering his world. You don't understand that because you're going to your silly little jobs with a set income every single day, and the value of Webtalk grows, and the salary for you in Webtalk will just keep on growing based on inviting people, based on meeting real people, based on sharing your visions and connecting to others. So stop IEG Sudan saying, hey, why do I have 200 followers and they don't all follow me and give me a because nobody knows who you are except Teacher Tim and a few other web talkers like Spider-Man Rizzo, who says good morning every time in one of your posts. And be thankful for that. And to the people that are tagging everybody everywhere, there was a beautiful post in Webtalk of a free user saying, hey, pro package users, you know, the reason why we're tagging all of you pro users is because you have the spotlight post and we have to deal with the spotlight posts and seeing them all the time. And we don't have the spotlight post. We just want to tag you so you could give us an emoji or be aware. I thought that was absolutely beautiful. And how many web talkers that are pro users, hey, please stop tagging me. Please stop tagging me, man. Stop tagging me. Oh, but I thought you cared about web talkers. When you say, please stop tagging. And you know who you are, pro users. Teacher Tim won't say names because they're just facts. So put your tail between your leg before I say the names and go run off somewhere else.
But what really is different about the spotlight post as compared to a public post? I mean,
there's zero difference.
I don't think it's different. I don't use very many spotlight posts. Because quite honestly, a public post, a spotlight post, any post, if I'm posting 20 pictures in a row of a plate of food or a video of a recipe, people are going to pass that. But if you do, you know, a couple things here and there, and you know what, Scott Gerard did have a very good point when I watched his video, because I listen to people. I'm always listening. I don't think I know it all. And you know, he had a great point. He said, you know, when the trending kind of, I would say it was, I don't know if it's called a counter, but the trending, when we start seeing what's trending in Web Talk, and he said it, if you're posting 20 pictures in a row or 20 little videos in a row and only getting 2 comments on each one, you need to change what you're doing. And he's not lying. I think one good post makes way more sense than 20 okay posts. And you know, and I kind of agree with him, because what you want to do is you want to provide content that people actually want to see. Now, if you put 20 in a row, people don't want to see that. And the reason they don't want to see that is because it's just irritating, because it's filling up their news feed. But if you did 1 or 2 of those, I think more people would interact with it, because they only see those 1 or 2 things and they go, oh, okay, you know, that's pretty cool, you know, blah, blah. But by the time they see 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 to 20, they're tired of it. And they're probably just going to click, boom, unfollow. And that's the problem, is you're putting too much stuff out and it's irritating people because it's in their news feed, and then they stop. Now, am I upset with people that post a bunch of stuff? I'm not. That's do what you got to do. That's fine. I don't care what you do, how many posts you do in a day. And if your content is so good morning, that, you know, 100 people respond to it, good morning, well, then you've done very well somewhere else to get those people to support you. And you've provided something for them, so that when they do see your post, which I've been saying over and over again, if teachers would just put a question after their class in Web Talk and tell people to go to it, that develops more interaction. But what do I know? If they put their live, people would respond to it and interact with that live. Look at Teacher Grant. He's got lives going on in Facebook. He's got lives going on in Web Talk. He's got lives going on over here. And he can say good morning and get support. Why?
Yes.
Because he's providing a great service. He is helping numerous people. He is connecting with other teachers because he's smart enough to know that if I connect with other teachers, that's going to bring more people to me. So why not connect with other teachers? See, because Teacher Grant, he gets it. Sometimes it takes him a while to get it, but he gets it. So he's developing a base. He's developing something where people want to get more from him. And so when I see Teacher Grant posting in Facebook his kids class, you know what I know? It's somewhere in Facebook. I mean in Webtalk. Sorry, it's somewhere in Webtalk. Whether he needs to copy it and put it as a just a video. I mean that's whatever. That's his choice. Whatever he does, but I know that when he posts something in Facebook, like a live of his class, I know it's going to be in Webtalk too. Because he understands what he's doing. He's doing it correctly. I think Tim got logged off. So that's, I'm not the kind of, I don't know. I just don't want people to say, oh, well, you didn't tell us. Oh, you didn't explain it to us. Listen to the suggestions. Not all of them are mine. Like I just said, I watch Scott Gerard videos. Do I agree with everything that he says? Nope. But I'm still going to watch, and I'm still going to tell people you need to go to his YouTube channel and subscribe and watch all the videos. Because he knows how to provide a content. He knows that he's providing a service right now that is going to help him in the long run. So things that I'm talking about aren't always, me. They're not always, this is just what I want people to do. I want people to be successful. And sometimes it doesn't seem like people really want to do that. And I think if you take the time, and I always use the Facebook scenario with how much they make. But here, you know what? I'm gonna look it up because I'm kind of tired of seeing if people know. Let's look up Instagram. How much does Instagram make? Ooh. All right, let's see. Wow. Okay. Okay, so here's something that'll surprise you. Oh, okay. All right, Tim has got to go to class. It's cool. Here you go. 2012, Facebook acquired Instagram for $1 billion in cash and stock. In 2019, Instagram generated $20 billion. $10 billion for people with 5 levels in 1 year. That's what it would have been. Okay, let's look at Twitter. So Facebook makes about 6 billion a month, which is huge. Twitter made $20 billion in 2019. So what is that? I don't even know. Probably around 2 billion a month. Trust me, I'm terrible at math. Oh, let's see. All right. Oh yeah, here we go. Oh, all the advertisements are just too much. Let's see. Wow. 35 billion is what they're worth. So once again, 35 billion, $17 billion would have gone to the users. Let me look here at another one for Twitter. Let's see. Which is interesting. Let me see here. Sorry. I'm not getting like a billions for Twitter. Let's see. Newer one. How much does TikTok? Let's see. Let's try this. Looks like on TikTok you can actually make some money. Let's see. Okay. Not seeing what they're making per month. Hold on 1 second. Okay. Oh, okay. So January 3rd, 2020. Okay, so TikTok's only at about 50 million right now, but still 25 million for its users if it was Webtalk. Guys, this is the reality. This is what you need to understand. This is what you need to hear. Social media is massive. It's huge. And if Webtalk makes even a little bit of that, it's going to be massive. But you know what? Every time that Webtalk makes a little bit, so does every single user. I was just looking at, TikTok. Let's see. Here, hold on 1 second. 50 million a quarter is revenue. So, I mean, if you think of that, 50 million every Just 4 times a year. That's a lot. Make money on TikTok. Okay. So here's someone on TikTok that says, according to some very optimistic experts, top TikTok creators are set to make $1 million a post. $1 million a post by 2021. One of the people that gets a lot, she is making around $200,000 a post. So think about that. Think about if you started generating enough content in a social media site that every time you posted, you made $200,000. See, this is what I'm talking about. I'm looking at the future. I really want you guys to be successful. I want you guys to earn money. And you know what? Not everybody needs to work to earn $200,000 a post. Some of you might not even care if you make $200,000 in a year. That'd be pretty sweet. But see, here's the thing. I want you to make enough that you can make decisions on your job. So we're working at that. We're working very hard for that. So to me, you got to do some work for yourself too. Okay. So, with that being said, I'm not going to harp on that anymore. I think that if you watch this and you listen, you might kind of get what I'm trying to say. Don't wait for the app. Start working on things that you can figure out now. Because if you're starting to do lives on an app and everybody is holding it, and it pops up notification, spotlight post, being alive with teacher whoever. Now I have it right here. That post came up. Even if I don't listen to your whole live, I'm going to respond. And everybody's going to start doing that. And when you start trending, that'll be pretty sweet. Because then people are going to see that all over Webtalk. And they're going to start following you and seeing that you're someone who's putting good content. And if a girl dancing and not dancing very well in TikTok can make $200,000 a post, watch out. Watch out where Webtalk can go. I don't know where it's going to go. But it's the only site that pays all of its people, all of its users. So, with that being said, I'm done for the evening. Make sure that you're copying this or sharing this and pasting it into your news feeds. Don't worry about commenting on mine too much. I appreciate it. I love it when people do. I love the interaction, and I love that that people are supporting. I truly appreciate it. I'm not saying don't do it because I don't like it. I love it. I want to earn revenue. I want to trend. And maybe when that is something that comes out that, there's some trending going on and some stuff like that, yeah, maybe I would say, hey, comment a little bit more on it so that it can build up some momentum. But that's not really the point, because the point is I'm hoping, and this is my hope, is that all of this revenue that we're generating in IEG stays as much in IEG as possible. Now that's not going to be perfect by any means, but that's what we want. That's what we really, really want, is that teachers are being supported within IEG, and not people are getting supported that are above IEG or outside of IEG. Now, do we want to help people and support people and do stuff with other groups? Of course, because that's just going to bring revenue to us. But I really want this group to be the group that everybody comes to. I've said it numerous times, and I'll say it again. I want to be the best group that people come and talk to. And they're doing it. People are coming to us and talking to us and asking us questions and being part of this. So let's just keep it up. If you don't know how to do lives and you want to learn how to do a live, then ask. We'll show you. It's very simple. Once you get it, once you do it a couple of times, it's really simple. But it's up to you if you want to do that. We're going to give you suggestions. We're going to tell you what to do. I keep telling people you should be looking through all of your pictures, pictures that you have. You should have at least 20 pictures, 20, 30 pictures that you're ready to put into your profile when it comes out. Because when that app comes out and it comes out with the Instagram part of it, you want people to see your profile and instantly see all the photos. So do that. Have that ready. Groups. I'm thinking that the group chat, will be something that's coming out with the app when the app comes out. I think it will happen now. I don't know how that's going to turn into revenue. We'll have to figure that out. So maybe that's just, instead of Messenger, you'll just use group chat so that you can get some information out, but then direct people to your newsfeed. I don't know how that's all working, but what I do know is that the app it's going to have a profile for sure, for your personal profile, and then it's going to have a business kind of side of it. I don't know exactly how that works, but you're going to have like two profile pictures, one for your business part and one for your personal part. So I'll have that set up, and then it looks like an Instagram. Like your profile is going to be like an Instagram looking kind of profile that's going to be all about you right away. So when people see it, they'll see all the pictures. So all these pictures that you guys are doing, especially the IEG Travel, you have all these pictures, put them up, get them into a file. So all you have to do is just move it over. Now, will this be for pro users first? Yes. But all free users, have your stuff ready, man. Have it ready. So when you get that app, when it hits the app store, you're ready to go. And we just continue to grow, and we continue to reach out to people that are coming in and just build this thing to just massive amounts. So, all right, I'm going to go to bed, or I'm going to sign off. But hopefully you guys, I know it's been a long kind of live, but listen to what we're saying. Okay, we're trying to help you guys. That's all I'm trying to do. I'm trying to help you guys. Okay, so if anybody needs help, if anybody has questions, if anybody has anything, write your questions, message me. I'm okay with people sending me a quick message in Talk Mail or even Messenger and saying, "Hey, I need some help." I don't care about that. I'm just not going to have an hour-long conversation with you in any of those. But if you need help, I'm here to help. School is coming. It's going to be starting up here pretty soon, so I'm going to have to start doing late nights probably again, like late nights. So we'll do it. It's all good. So, all right, I'm done. Good night.